Hey guys, welcome back to the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat playthrough. In this part, we're doing the second set of worlds, barrels, whatever. Again, I don't know why you do this, but if you do unlock more than one level at a time, you can go to a later level first. But I'm just doing them in order because I'm boring. Yeah.
Well, most internet videos do that. It keeps things easy to navigate for viewers who are looking to the playthrough as a guide.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to use my playthrough as a guide, because I suck, but, you know, whatever.
What's going on here? It's with the green trail.
There's the green trail, I think, is just a graphical thing, but you're basically controlling the bird. Like, you tap to the left to make them go up and left, and you tap to the right to make them go up and right. And I think if you do both at the same time, you'll essentially go up. I'm not really a fan of these because, the game's already not the most precise to control because, again, bongos. But this one is more imprecise than a lot of the other ones, so I'm not too much of a fan of the bird riding stages. Although when you were riding the wildebeest yak thingamahoosit in the ice levels, I like those levels well enough. Those are fun, but no, I can't really say the same for the bird dude here. So, yeah.
I suppose actually the flying counts as a single combo?
Yeah, so I had actually messed up at the beginning where I didn't grab the bird right away, so I could have had a much higher combo on the bird, where it could have been the bird would have been combo 6 as opposed to combo 3, which I have here, and thus I would have a much higher beat multiplier for every enemy I kill and banana I collect throughout the whole thing. But as soon as you touch the ground, your combo ends, so you're going to need to be careful about that. Also, you get to beat the shit out of bees, which is fun, so, yeah.
Yeah, see, these fur textures.
They were reused in Galaxy, yep.
Yeah, a lot of things in this game are reused in Galaxy and Galaxy 2. So, that's why I think it's interesting for people who have played Galaxy first, which is probably a lot of people, because I don't think this game was enormously successful. I think it did well enough.
Anything involving the bongos didn't do too terribly well.
No, Donkey Konga got 3 games, although only 2 of those came out in the US. I don't know why they didn't release Donkey Konga 3, but whatever.
You want to jam to some Naruto tunes?
Wait, what? Wait, Naruto?
There are Naruto openings in Jungle Beat 3, I think.
What? I know that Donkey Konga had the Pokemon theme song and the Kirby theme song. So, you know, that was cool. But, alright. Neat, I guess. Yeah.
Hasn't it been confirmed that the bongos work with the GameCube adapter for Smash?
I don't think they work now.
We could try it. I'd also want to, and if they work, then my DDR Mario Pad would probably work too. Because you can plug the bongos in and play other games.
It's like a poetic hipster sort of game that you can use the bongos.
I'm not sure.
Even more obscure than people using the Wii Remote for Smash, I use the bongos.
Well, it would be pretty impressive.
Fuck the Wiimote.
It would be pretty impressive if you could beat someone using the bongos. I don't know, you'd probably be only limited to 2 attacks, but you know. So it would be
2 attacks and no movement.
You probably it would be that would be just badass.
No, clap to smash.
Well, I don't think Smash has an actual control configuration for the bongos apart from hitting one bongo, roughly attributing to this or that GameCube button.
Yeah, I think that's how it works, essentially.
In any case.
What am I supposed to take from this? DK bites a giant fruit, and I guess he doesn't like the taste of it, so he washes it down with a million bananas.
No, the bananas are inside the fruit. You think that imagine if you were you really wanted an apple, so you bit into an apple, and then it just tasted like bananas instead. That's what. Yeah, that's what.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise banana pinata. Oh man, this is such a blatant recolor. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's easily the game's weakest aspect is the bosses, as I said. They're animated really well. I only just noticed that he had spit drooling out of his mouth when he was stunned, which is both impressive and gross. But They do add more attacks as they go on, so they do make them harder in a fair way as opposed to just like upping their damage or something. But it is essentially the same fight 4 times, so it's pretty. That's kind of lame, I think, is the biggest thing.
Does this game run 60 frames per second?
It might. This is the video is 30 because I'm using my Dazzle. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, because I never remember any like slowdown or anything. But I'm also not very good at noticing things like 60 FPS or something like that. I just sort of play. So, oh come on! Yeah, that's always annoying. But it might. I'm not sure. Oh,
Yeah, I was just asking from a technical standpoint. That's all.
it probably. Okay, nice teleportation magic you got there, Donkey Kong. You just had to stand on him, didn't you?
He eats all of these, right?
Gorillas are herbivores, dude.
That means they eat people named Herb, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Sorry to any herbs that might be watching. John's gonna eat you.
No, DK's gonna. It was DK that's the herbivore.
Okay, now, hold on. I've got a feeling that there's gonna be a random tutorial tidbit coming up. Yep. Yeah. Again, they're telling you these things way too late because you should be. Like, I'm sure that you probably would, if you're playing this game for the first time, you probably have at least 1 crest per level. So you probably would get up to this point, maybe without noticing that, but you probably did notice it by this point. And oh look, it's everybody's favorite Super Smash Bros. Brawl stage!
Rumble Falls. Oh, this came from Jungle Beat, okay.
Yeah, well, how did you not notice that? When you hovered over it, it said Donkey Kong
I
Jungle Beat.
don't care.
It's just another Donkey Kong level to me.
That's exactly what my mindset is.
I only played it when it came up in single player because it forced me to play it.
So does it have all the hallmarks then? Pink spikes?
No, not really. It is a vertical level, and you are making your way up the waterfall. But other than that, it's a much better level than the Smash level is. There's no like random airplane or any of that. Although you do become bubble-lified. You don't want to clap in this part though, because if you clap, you will be pushed out of the bubble. So popped out of the bubble.
Oh, so this is the perfect place to annoy your brother while he's playing.
Yeah, just go, and then he messes up his combo because DK, when he doesn't have an awful lot of momentum, will basically fall straight down. So it can result in you like landing on something dangerous or whatnot. So yeah, that's a good way to mess up somebody's Jungle Beat run. I can't imagine what a live playthrough of this would sound like, because you'd just be hearing randomly spiking the audio as you're playing the game, which would be totally fun. He lied. But anyway, I think...
Get yourself a good pop filter.
Yeah.
Or play with oven mitts on.
Oh. But this isn't a Pac-Man game. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is I was trying to do the ground pound, which would have counted as a combo, so that I would have gotten a multiplier while I'm swimming, but it just wasn't happening, so I just said fuck it, and we're keeping on going. Now, it's not on screen right now, which, obviously the one time I wanted to talk about it, but you probably would have noticed that randomly throughout the game, you'll see like a random Donkey Kong like hovering in the bottom left of the screen. And I can only assume that he's there because the people who animated Donkey Kong were really proud of how he looks, and they wanted people to admire their animations for him. And, it's not intrusive, so I don't mind it. It's probably the weirdest graphical touch in the game for me, is that there's sometimes a gigantic Donkey Kong floating in the abyss down there, and it's just like, okay.
It's kind of a weirdly party game-like animation touch, where you have the character's face on the corner of the screen. And it's like the sort of thing you'd expect to see in a puzzle game where the protagonist isn't actually, in the thick of the action.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it, because again, Donkey Kong is pretty small on the screen, I guess, so that you can see... It's done deliberately so that you can see what's coming up and react to it in time. But I guess, they did put a lot of work into making him look good, so it does sort of... it does sort of take away from that a little bit when you can't actually see what he's doing. Yeah, this is the swimming level. Thankfully, the swimming isn't too bad. Like, you basically, I think tapping on the bongo actually works your way downward, as opposed to going upward, like on the fish. But other than that, it controls all right. You know, when it comes to swimming levels, this isn't nearly as bad as it possibly could be. Although this is one of the few levels in the game where you're actually, like, searching for something as opposed to it being, you know, pretty straightforward. So that might annoy people.
Yeah, I'm getting some serious Echo the Dolphin vibes from this.
Yeah, well, in terms of how DK moves, like, I mean, is it still the same, or is he...
Yeah, you still tap right to go right and left to go left, but you have, you're generally, he generally wants to go down, if you're moving.
How do you go down?
You basically just tapping. The faster you tap, the more sharply you'll go down. And if you, like, alternate or press both at the same time, he'll go straight down. And not doing anything, he'll work his way back up. It's kind of hard to explain, but it feels pretty natural when you're... Oh yeah, I jump cut.
Nice edit.
Well, there's no real clear way to edit this game. Thankfully, time isn't really a factor. You can fuck around as much as you want, and it won't affect your score in any way, but I did get a little bit lost, so... you know, you didn't need to see me backtracking.
And now neither us nor the viewers know how you got to where you are now.
No, what had happened was I basically just jump cut back to where I was, to that same spot. I, like, went to the left and fucked around and did nothing important. And then when I got back to where I was, which is actually, like, where you're supposed to be in the level, I just jump cut to that, so...
Ooh, look at the time. It's ass-picking o'clock.
No, John, ass-picking o'clock was 2 hours ago. It's poo-flinging o'clock. Jesus.
But it's daylight savings time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. It's butt itching o'clock. Okay. Very different.
So I'd imagine the bongos have to be made of like a higher quality of Nintendium.
They're
the amount of beating you're going to be.
Yeah. Hold on. I've actually got my pair right next to me. They were just sort of sitting on the ground. The plastic's pretty sturdy. The top is softer. Like, I couldn't really. It's like a softer kind of plastic type of material. And, like, you can, if you feel it, you can feel that there's, like, buttons underneath it. But they're pretty durable. I've had the same 2 pairs of bongos for 10 years now, and they still hold up and work just fine. So, you know.
The bongos.
How often are you using them?
Well, I used them a lot when Donkey Konga and Jungle Beat came out, because I played this game a lot, and Donkey Konga was a game me, my sister, and my cousins would play a lot. But, you know, they'd go for years without use, but again, when you are using them, they're used pretty intensely. So,
So wait, you got the bongos next to you right now?
I have them in my hands right now. They were just sort of sitting in my pile of controllers, which just happens to be right next to me.
So what we need now is a TED poetry jam session.
The donkey rode on a log. His elder sat there, waiting.
He had no style. He had no grace. This Kong had a funny face.
Karate Kong.
Karate Kong is here. Oh wait, hold on. This is a poetry club. Snapping, completely different.
Donkey Kong Jungle Snap.
It just doesn't have the same.
Steve
It doesn't have the
Hipster
same ring to it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm always traveling coast to coast. People always ask me what I like most. I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast.
Yeah, that can't.
I always
Kong.
say that I like toast.
Yeah, toast!
Let's take a dive in Aquatic Mine. Once was a coal pit, but now it's a water rat. Has there ever been a good rap song in any video game? Like, original rap song? Because, like,
Do you
video
count
games
Parappa the
trying to
Rapper?
rap feels kind of like my dad trying to rap, you know?
No, you know, even the games where the rap songs are considered good, like the Persona series, the actual rapping is pretty terrible. It's just that the music attached to it is nice to listen to.
Oh yeah, like Persona 4, I love that battle song, but it, like, makes no sense. Like...
Yeah.